Good morning, it's Wednesday, and it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna open the door. I'm a little bit upset though. I edited my video that's going up today, Wednesday. Actually, the first one was already up, and I had to take it down. But I only had like 4 views on it. I don't know if anybody tried making any comments or anything, but I took it down, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But first, look at how nice it is out there. Okay, so I had to take my video down because I went back in it this morning and there was something that I wanted to add to it or take something out. And when you have music in your videos, all you gotta do is just make one little change, and for some reason it moves your songs different places. And so I went to play the video back once it was fully uploaded, and there was the backyard scene where it started out with the dogs and then Alex walking, and it's silent. It was like a silent movie, and I'm like, where in the world is the music? And then finally the music kicked in, so I had to go back in and I had to fix it, and it's saving to my computer now. And before I upload it to YouTube, now I gotta go back and I gotta play it back again to make sure everything's right. So do you see the mishaps that occur when you're editing videos? And that's why it can take a very long time editing videos. There's a lot of work that goes into editing videos. And even when you think you got it right, what is wrong with you? This thing won't go in there. I hate this plug. Now, get in there. There. So anyhow, yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into editing. And like I said, you can go back and make one little change, and it does that. Now, it does that on Windows Movie Maker. I don't know if it does it on any other programs. I need to try to really spend some time with that new program, that Filmora, is that what I have, on my new computer, and, you know, start messing around with it and start learning that program and just maybe get away from Windows Movie Maker. I like Windows Movie Maker. It's an easy program to work with. But, again, yesterday when I was editing, all of a sudden those black line segment things were coming in my video too. I'm just getting tired of all of that. So anyway, enough of my video editing. So today what am I doing? Actually, we've had kind of a busy week so far. Harry is on a vacation, and Monday and Tuesday Adam was off, and then yesterday being Tuesday, also Josiah was off, so everybody was, well, not everybody, but, you know, the boys were home with us, and we're just trying to do some different things. Like yesterday, Harry went outside and he now trimmed back, look at, see, all this area, he trimmed those branches back. We let the branches grow really long and over, it hung over a little bit, because the back deck is so opened with the sun that we had rocking chairs over there before, and so that we can have some shade sitting out, you know, in the rocking chairs, we let the branches grow over, and it was really nice because it did give a lot of good shade. Our pergola, you've seen our old pergola, and it didn't have a lot of slats. It only had, I think, like 8 to 10. This has double the slats, and so it actually gives more shade too. So anyway, Harry did that. I went out to the garden, and the perennial bed around the garden where my perennials died, I cleared all the dead stuff out, and we threw everything back in the garden. And today or tomorrow, we need to burn what's out there in the garden. We're having somebody come to, you know, till the garden and everything, but we were just going to have them clear out the garden and all that, but they charge you for all of that, to haul all that stuff away. So all the branches are pretty much dead and everything. They've been laying there since the fall, except for the stuff we, you know, took down from the plum trees here. But anyway, so we're just going to burn it ourselves. And we got to do that today or tomorrow because it's supposed to rain on Friday. And then, what else? So I cleared out, yeah, I went out there to the perennial bed, and then inside the garden where we have perennial herbs that keep growing back every year, but you get all the dead stuff. I had to take care of that. And what else? So we had somebody here on Monday giving us some prices. We're having more security work done, and so that guy, he came. We got a price on that, so I think we're going to go ahead and have that work done. And then what else? Something else. Oh, then there was another thing I took care of yesterday, but I can't say just yet. I'll have to wait, and it'll be a surprise for everybody. But we had that taken care of yesterday. And today, what are we doing? Right now, I'm cleaning up all my dishes while I'm talking to you. But today, I think, oh, I know what we have to do. We have some lights out downstairs because Brian likes, you know, to keep that basement like a powerhouse when he comes over. And when he comes over, he turns the lights on, all of them. All those canned lights in the ceiling, you know. Those are canned lights. And downstairs, I think we have maybe 16 of them. And he feels the need to have all of them on at the same time when he's over here. I don't know why. So I have some light bulbs that are out, let's put it that way. And so we have to take care of that. And also, we bought these talking... Did I show you guys these? I think I did. Those are the smoke detector / carbon monoxide detectors. And we've had to take down the other ones that we have. For example, there's one here, and there's that very old yellowed one but we're taking them down because, you know, when the batteries need to be replaced and they do that chirping and beeping sound, and this one actually, we had to take that completely off because we changed the batteries. It started chirping, and when it chirps, it does this high pitch, you know, just really loud. And Ellie, she can't stand high pitched sounds at all, and she gets really nervous and she freaks out. And so we went to replace the batteries in that one. When we replaced the batteries in that one, it just kept chirping and it would not stop, and she freaked out. And so while I was even getting the batteries out before I could even pull them out and all that, I had to stick her outside, and she just took off running in the yard. She gets really, really nervous at those high pitched sounds. So the new ones that we bought, they are talking detectors. Then I'm going to do a little bit more dusting today. I mopped my floors yesterday, so I didn't have to do that. And I think I might clean the bathroom again down here. I just cleaned it on Monday, but it's kind of like every other day you got to do it. I don't know what else I'm going to do today. Just kind of, it's a, you know, take it day by day thing. Harry took a week's vacation. So we have Hope. She's a black one there. We have her back in here out of the hospital tank. You know who's got nice pans? And I showed you guys around Christmas or November, whenever they came out. The Pioneer woman, you know, Ree Drummond, she has a new cooking line out, and I bought some of her things. And she has some pans over there that I would like to get her pan set, but again, the pans look smaller. But I don't know, I might just break down and get them anyway. But here's one thing I got from Ree Drummond, and not only do I find it to be awesome and fantastic, this, look at that, a can opener. Everybody in my family that uses this can opener, even Harry had to use it. He was getting the dog's chicken, you know, we buy canned chicken for them, and he used it, and he's like, this thing is amazing. This thing, when you turn the handle thing there, it just is smooth. It just glides. You know how, like, you know, you use other can openers and you turn the little dial thing and it just does that clunk, clunk, clunk kind of sound all the way around the thing. And yeah, this doesn't do it. It just glides and goes around. So I'm actually going to buy a couple more of these to keep them on hand. Here's one of my old ones. This one is Oneida. And you know how many of these I have bought? And Farberware, those things are horrid. You know, you buy Farberware, seriously, you can only open several cans for a few months worth anyway. And then it's like the thing doesn't want to, you know, turn and, you know, open the cans up anymore. I don't know. But anyway, it just gets so irritating having to replace stuff all the time. For what reason? You know, yesterday, I'm eating popcorn. I made extra popcorn. Whenever I make popcorn, I make a big batch of popcorn. So I have some for the next day. Because, I don't know about anybody else, but I like leftover popcorn. After the butter and the oils have soaked into it. So good. I was watching The Wizard of Oz last night. I gotta go over here to my TV and fix it. Everybody went to bed. I had just got done mopping my floors, and I was like, what do I want to watch on TV? I usually try to put on an old movie or something, because I don't like a lot of these TV series and stuff that's out. To me, it's just junk. I don't really watch TV hardly anymore. But in the evening, I'll put on like a movie. Like I have a lot of movies recorded. Go off. And so anyway, I was scanning through my movies that I have recorded, and I'm like, oh, The Wizard of Oz. It just came on TCM not long ago. So whenever I watch Wizard of Oz, I gotta pop popcorn. So I did that. Look at how cute. So we have two doggies guarding. Lucy's guarding the front door. Chloe's guarding this door. Ellie's guarding that door. Let's see if Lacey's over here. No, she's not. Sometimes there'll be a dog over there. But they're... And do you know why they're guarding the door? Because Harry is gone. And when he first goes on vacation, they get confused. Because they know, you know, sometimes he's off on Fridays. And so Friday, Saturday, and then the third day is Sunday. And Sunday at the Smith house is Biscuit Day. Harry always wants to stop for like a McDonald's egg McMuffin biscuit. Not a McMuffin, but a biscuit. He doesn't like the English muffin things. He gets the biscuits. And he gets them for the dogs. And so anyway, this is Harry's third day being home. So, you know, with dogs, it's a pattern. You know, they get that instinct of just knowing things. And I think that's why they're patiently guarding the doors, waiting for Daddy to come in. Because I think they think they're going to get something. But they're not, because it's only Wednesday. We don't do Biscuit Wednesday. So there's the new smoke alarm down here. What's nice about those, Harry said they have a 10-year battery. We don't have to replace batteries for 10 years, which is nice. Then you don't have to worry about the thing beeping and going off and the dog getting nervous and all of that. Plus, even if you don't have dogs that get nervous, isn't it nice to not have to change your batteries out? So he said in 2026, when the battery goes, it'll just start beeping, and you don't replace the battery. You just take it down, throw the whole thing out. Those were pricey. I think they were about $60 each, so $120 for two. So anyway, if it's going to keep any dogs from being nervous, if you do have dogs that get nervous, and then even for the sake of, you know, not having to change the batteries, to me, $120 for two new detectors is worth it to me. And they do alert you for smoke, for fire, and also for carbon monoxide. So anyway, here we are in Joe and Alex's room, and I have a bag there. These are all Alex's 12-month winter clothes and what summer clothes that I saved. So those are all ready for donation. And then I went and I got his dresser refilled with all of his spring and summer clothes, and like down here, clothes in case, you know, we have a chilly spring, or at the end of the summer when it starts moving into winter, before I get winter clothes out, and, you know, it starts getting chilly. He can still wear his overalls and his blue jeans and I saved his sweatpants and some long sleeve shirts that were like 18 months. In this drawer here, I have all of his shorts. He has a lot of shorts. I have all of his shorts over here, and he has even more shirts. I mean, I've got shirts like all the way down. Big piles of shirts, so 4 piles actually. So those are all his 18-month shirts. And these are all of his socks. His sports socks here, and just these, like if he needs white socks, and another pair of white socks back there. These are his Thomas the Train, his Cars, and his Mickeys. And then these are just black and blue and, you know, different dark colors there. In this drawer here, I have his hats that are getting stuck. They might have to be moved. He's got 3 different hats there. And then these are all the one-piece jumpers. And these overalls that he wore last summer, they were kind of big on him. He can still wear those now. He'll probably wear them till, I don't know, maybe at least June. And then it might start getting small on him. And then there's another jumpsuit there. And then I have his 2 bathing suits here. So that's in that drawer. In this drawer, that's just where Joe keeps extra diapers, which he needs to get more in case, you know, Alex wakes up in the middle of the night. Oh, he also keeps the diapers in here so when he gives Alex a bath. So, in here are his slippers, his t-shirts, and his pajamas. These are the jumpsuit style pajamas that are long sleeve, but they're very thin. He can wear those now for spring. They're still 12 months. So when fall gets here, he'll need bigger sizes. I'll be donating those later. These are the ones with, you know, the bare feet, you know, and long sleeves. He's got a couple of those I'm just going to hang on to. They're all 12 months. One thing they don't have out right now is their summer pajamas. They've got the long pants with the short sleeves, but I have some of those that he can still wear that I hung on to, but I'm waiting for like the more summery ones to come out. So anyway, these are the short sleeved with, you know, there's just his bare feet at the bottom. He's got a couple, oh, well, looks like about maybe 4 pairs of those. And then down here are his shoes, which we need to straighten this shoe drawer out. But those are all his shoes. All of a sudden, I'm just getting all the sniffles and everything. I'm going to have to take allergy meds. It's allergies is what it is from being outside. The windows are open, and I'm sweating and everything. So I got to take allergy meds before it starts getting all bad again. So anyway, we have that to donate. I also went in my closet and I got a whole bag full, same kind of bag there, a whole bag full of shoes that I should have gotten rid of them a long time ago. I don't even wear them anymore. So I cleaned out my closet a little bit more too. Ta-da! It looks even more spacious, doesn't it? So, whatever dress shoes that I need, they're black anymore. I really don't go to a lot of fancy places anymore, that I just don't need them. I mean, from time to time, you know, there's a special event like Harry's work thing, and I need a nice pair of shoes or whatever. So the ones that I have is good enough. And I spend most of my time, especially in the winter, in tennis shoes, and I need to wash these. But I have these 2 pair here, and I have another pair down here too. And I am going to get more of these like ballet style shoes, because I did have some other shoes, you know, that were slip-on for summer and that, and they were just old. I threw them out. So I probably will be looking for you know, a couple more pair of those. And then these Skechers are so old, but they're so comfortable, and I love them. And these need to be washed too. So I need to wash my tennis shoes and that. And that freed up 1, 2, 3 shelves. I got rid of 3 shelves of shoes. So it took a whole garbage bag full. And so I have all my Disney bags and a Minnie Mouse backpack there. This is a little basket thing that has my summer scarves. You guys saw it when I cleaned out my closet. I had it up here. This I've put in my closet. This is my little Christmas decoration that was in the office with the ornament balls. And I was able to put my Minnie Mouse suitcase back down. This was over here. And since I had room here, I put it here. So when I walk in, it just looks, you know, a little bit more tidy and clean. And all those bags are out of here now. Harry's been weed whacking. Harry's, what else did you do today? You weed whacked? He had to go a couple different errands to get a new tire for our tractor because we're going to sell it.
Put the lights.
Oh yeah, we changed a bunch of light bulbs downstairs in the basement. Just odds and ends and stuff like that. Yeah, he put the smoke detectors up. You saw that. So just little odds and ends today. So while he was doing his little things, I was doing my little things, and it's been an eventful day. So now, before I get ready to make dinner, it's time to go into the bathroom because I'm going to get a bath. And even in here, I got a little change in here as well. I cleared all this out. Remember the big vase that had the flowery things and the ivy and all that? Well, that's all gone. I got rid of that. I didn't get rid of the vase. The vase was my grandmother. She left it to me when she died. She had my name on the bottom of it. So I kept the vase. But I got rid of all those flowers. They were kind of old, and the vines and everything. This, it's a picture with all of this. And if you'll remember last spring, when I redid the room that Josiah's in now, and that shelf and all the, I got knickknacks and things up there and those sorts of, you know, vines and things. Well, I made that picture. That's where that picture was. And I made another one last spring too, but it's a different container. That one is a picture, where this one, you know, it's got handles on either side. And I got the same flowers, but I have these shorter things. I didn't let them, you know, fall out, like in the bathroom.